Hello you guys and welcome back. So obviously this video is different than what I usually do here on my channel. And it's gonna be a little bit of a different energy, a little bit of a different vibe. But this video, obviously you can tell I'm going to be kind of addressing my recent weight loss, and answering your questions that you had over on Instagram. And I am going to be completely vulnerable and open and honest with you guys because, I never want you guys to think that I'm hiding anything from you or anything like that. You can probably tell I am slightly anxious about filming this because it is something that can be extremely triggering and uncomfortable. I did have some people ask me why I was so weird about talking about this, and it's just because I don't want anyone to feel like I am pushing this on them or that I'm not the same person or the same content creator, influencer that I was, because that is not the case. I am still Anna. I am still about body positivity and kind of showing people that no matter what size you are, how you can wear what you want and how beautiful you are. And that is not going to be changing. I know that I've obviously lost a lot of followers, especially on Instagram in this process. And I have had, I had some, when I asked the question box, I had some people who would say okay, sorry, but I'm unfollowing you because of this. And, which I understand. I don't, if I make you feel, a certain way, unfollow me. I never want to be someone that shows up on your feed and it makes you feel like, I'm trying, I don't want that. I want, people to feel comfortable here, and my space is somewhere that they go for kind of a break from stressors in their life, or a place that they can go for a little bit of happiness and just hangout time. And that's what I want. So I understand that. But I don't want to have my Instagram or anything kind of turn into a weight loss page or kind of transition, because I love being a fashion influencer. I love being a fashion content creator. I don't want to stop that. I don't know. You guys, I love my job, and this is something that has been really hard, is having a job as obviously starting out as a plus size creator. And if my body changed, I'm a little bit in this weird position where I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. And so anyway, this video is gonna be long. It's already been 4 minutes of me just blabbering on at the beginning. So we're just gonna be hanging out. It's gonna be I'm talking to you guys, because we're gonna go over your questions and everything like that. And hopefully this video gives you all the answers that you guys want. Feel free to ask me some questions below in the comments. Let's please be nice and keep this a loving, nice, friendly environment for everyone here. And so I do want to give just a little bit of backstory, because a lot of you guys were asking why and what made me decide to be on this journey and all of that stuff. So basically, 2022, I did share a little bit about this, but it was the hardest year of my life, and it was mainly because of health reasons. I haven't shared in depth about what health reasons I was experiencing, but I'll kind of share a little bit about that because some of you guys asked. Also, if I'm like moving around, this chair kind of makes farty noises. I promise I'm not farting. So yeah, a few of you guys were asking about what those issues were, but basically, I'm 25. If you guys are wondering my age, I don't know. But once I turned 25, I feel like my health kind of took a turn for the worst. I have almost my whole life been plus size. I had like, sometimes in high school where I would just drop a ton of weight very unhealthily. I don't want to get into that kind of conversation because that's a different conversation to be having. But for the majority of my life, I have been plus size, and it has never really been an issue for me health-wise at all. I have always been, if anything, it was being younger and not having these influencers or anyone kind of showing me that I was still beautiful at my size. So if anything, being plus size was just like it was hard for me mentally when I was young. And that's why I love where we're at as a society now. I don't feel like we are where we should be, but we are getting better. And it makes me sad to think about a lot of us who dealt with that when we were younger. And anyway, so I always was very healthy. I never really had issues or anything like that. And yeah, so other than obviously anyway, so basically when I turned 25 last May, things started to kind of go downhill. And I was getting these really, really bad back pains. It would keep me up at night. I went to the gynecologist because immediately that was something that, I was like, oh my gosh, is something going on with that? And I had, the pap smear, the ultrasound, a blood test. I told my gynecologist everything. I was like, something's going on here. So she ran every single test. She was fabulous, and everything came back clear. Like, there was nothing wrong with that. So nothing something was still wrong. So I ended up seeing a urologist and some other doctors, and while this was going on, I began to get very bad knee and shin pain, very sharp pains or just like uncomfortable pains. I didn't know what was going on. My joints just started to hurt. So I just was in a terrible mind space, headspace. I would cry all the time because I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was in the ER. I just couldn't get an answer. And still to this day, we don't fully know. We have a few theories as to why certain things were happening, but I do feel like my weight was the weight on my knees was causing my leg pain, and it could be tied to my lower back pain as well. Now, that was just me. This is something that's a little bit hard to talk about because it does not mean that if you are overweight or plus size, you are not healthy. That is not what I'm saying. This was my personal experience, and I just, again, never want people to think that is what this video is or that's what I'm saying. That is not. Me personally, I never had a doctor say anything about my weight. I never had a doctor say, okay, this could be because of this. So that was kind of me mentally thinking, I think that this has something to do with it. And during all of 2022, when I was experiencing these, I would turn to food. And when I was in my darkest headspace and I would turn to food. And food has always been something that has kind of been a constant for me. It's been a comfort for me. I mean, it still is. I love food, but it started to become very unhealthy. And it got to the point where I was experiencing, like, I was feeling like some chest pains, and yeah, I was just going down this kind of like depressive kind of, episode, and I kind of stopped vlogging on my channel as much, and things just weren't looking up for me. And so anyway, I would pray about it. I didn't know, what to do, and I just decided, actually before 2023, so I started my journey still in 2022, in December. I decided, you know what, if we still don't know what's going on, at least I can be aware of what I'm doing to help my body through what's going on. And I can help in the way that I can, if that makes sense. I just felt so helpless and so out of control. And something clicked, and I said to myself, I'm going to do what I can so that, my body feels like I am like, you got this, boo. Like, you can do this. All right, my dog's barking, and I just had to turn heat on because it is literally freezing in here, so I tried to keep that off for the majority of the video, but I realized sitting down, this video is going to be long, and I'm going to be talking a lot, so I want to have some heat on. But basically, yeah, that's kind of like the why and how. Every other time in my life when I was trying to lose weight when I was younger, it was all for kind of cosmetic reasons, or I'm trying to think of the right word, but I wanted to do it for what I looked like. Like, I didn't care about the health situation. I was just like, I'm already healthy. Like, I just want to look, because being like, I just wanted to be thin when I was younger. And so that was kind of always my mindset. So my mindset now is different because I already felt so beautiful. Like, that was the one thing that for the past few years I have not struggled with. While I was having all these health issues and while I was having this and that, you guys, still felt like the baddest bitch. Like, physically, I just felt so beautiful. And thank goodness for this job, because this really, that is why, regardless of what size you are, I want to show you that you can be beautiful no matter what. You should feel beautiful no matter what. So going into this, I already felt so beautiful. My inside didn't feel right. And that change of mindset is what clicked. So, that is what's different, is I had this, I am doing this because I love myself so much, because I am so obsessed and in love with myself that I want to do what I can to heal my body, to help heal my body, and to give it what it needs. So now we're gonna get into some of the other questions that I feel like are the biggest questions, you guys, that I feel like a lot of you guys have just been waiting for me to answer. So yeah, I'm just going to be kind of looking at my iPad, and I'm not gonna show the questions because I feel like these are kind of things that people don't want, I don't know. I don't want to show anyone's names or anything. So I'm just gonna be reading off my iPad here. But, let's see, where am I going? So, basically, the two most asked questions were, am I taking a medicine or an injection medicine, such as, you guys had a lot of different ones that you asked. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. Or did I have weight loss surgery? So both of those are no. I do know that I feel like some people are not going to believe me, and that's okay, but I do not see anything wrong with those. I'm not judging, if you do you, boo. That is what self-love is doing what you feel you know what I mean? That's what I've always felt do not let people do what they want to do with their bodies. That's kind of how I've always felt. And anyway, so yeah, no, I did not have weight loss surgery, and I have not tried or been on any type of weight loss medication or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, you guys, so now we're just gonna go through some of these questions, and like I said, some of them were kind of uncomfortable for me to answer, but I will be answering them because that's what this video is. So I'm just like scrolling through. Let's start from the beginning. So diet changes and fasting. So a lot of you guys asked about my diet. So yes, big diet changes. Like I said earlier, I was really not giving two shits what I was eating. I was eating literally anything I wanted, however much I wanted. I did not care. And yeah, so I think some of the biggest changes with what I'm doing and how I lost weight and everything is with my diet. So basically, I'm not tracking anything. I don't have like a calorie counter or an app. I'm not doing like Weight Watchers or Fitness Pal. I've seen all of the different ones. I'm not doing any of that. I do watch my calories. I don't like track them. Like, I don't know how many calories are in my Starbucks drinks or how many calories are in, this, that, and the other thing, or if I'm going out to eat. I don't know unless they have it, written. But I do kind of like to keep a little bit of a mental, note in my head. So I'm not on like a full-on calorie deficit, but I am aware, if that makes sense. And yeah, and I also, something that I have really been trying to change is my protein, the amount of protein that I have. That is something I never honestly even knew was a thing. And yeah, I kind of watched some videos about like nutrition and all of that stuff, and I just was so not aware of how important protein is. So on top of that, with diet, there are certain things that I haven't like cut out anything. I have just switched a lot of things that I love to a healthier kind of version of that thing, because I am a ice cream, I am a sweet kind of person. Like, I 90% of the time cannot go to bed without a sweet treat. I have a second stomach for sweets. I always have. And that is something that I didn't, I just still didn't want to not do, but I would just swap out kind of like for, a healthier version. A sweet treat that I absolutely love are Kind frozen bars. They taste exactly like a frozen Kit Kat, like Snickers bar, or not Kit Kat, a frozen Snickers bar. I love those at the end of the night. And yeah, or like Halo Top ice cream. It's so good. And there's just, yeah, certain things that I've kind of swapped out. Another good alternative that I will do is if I'm feeling like I want a milkshake. You guys, I've actually been doing this for a while. Not since like, my journey, but if I want like a chocolate milkshake, you guys, chocolate, almond milk, a banana, PB2, and ice, and blend it all together. You guys, you can throw like real peanut butter in or chocolate chips. I would put chocolate chips in it. It is so good. It literally tastes like a chocolate peanut butter milkshake. And it's like no ingredients. It's so easy. You usually have the stuff at your house. So there's so many alternatives. And also Pinterest is where it is at for if you are one of my sweet treat people like me and you love a good sweet treat. Pinterest has so many healthy options that are so freaking good. I do know that I got a lot of questions about diet, so that's just the first one. There's a lot more that I can talk about with diet, so if that comes up, that will come up again. But anyway, so another question is, how often do you work out? As often as I can. I feel like on Instagram it might seem like I'm at the gym more than I am, because sometimes I like if I can go, like sometimes I'll take a picture, but not I have a son, and it's just not always easy for me to go to the gym. And the gym I go to right now is Planet Fitness, and it is a little bit of a drive. It's not like I can just wake up in the morning and hop over there really quick. That's the only thing, is it is a little bit of a drive, but I do like Planet Fitness. It's just the closest one to me. I do think eventually I will switch to a different gym, but that's just what I've been doing right now. So if I can go 4 times a week, that is what I want to go to. If I can't, then I work out at home. I have been loving Pilates, you guys. Just on YouTube, just search 15-minute Pilates workout or 20-minute Pilates workout, and you guys, it is so good, and all you need is 15 minutes. So that is a really, really great at-home alternative that I do at home when I can't get to the gym. Okay, another question is how to be motivated if my family, since they live together, constantly comments on my body and things that I eat. I feel like that is so hard, and it breaks my heart, because I feel like I don't think that people realize that when you say certain things, it's not, it makes it worse. Do you know what I mean? It makes your relationship and healing a relationship with food worse. And I guess the biggest trick on how to stay motivated in those situations is just knowing that, you are making certain changes because not for anyone else, and it is for you. And I know that can be really hard, but that's just my best advice on that. I just feel so bad for that, because people, no one should be commenting on anyone's body. That is just, unless it's obviously kind, that is just some serious bullshit. Aggravates the hell out of me. Anyway, yeah. So, am I terrible at answering questions, you guys? How did you start? What made the biggest difference? And when did you start seeing changes? So, what is crazy about this is it's hard when you see yourself every single day. I feel like sometimes can be the first one to notice, but sometimes are the last one to notice, because it's almost like when, you're you just see someone every single day. So you're seeing the tiny little bit of progress that happens every single day. So it doesn't click in your mind like someone, if they see you now and then they see you 3 months later. So for me, I feel like the main thing that I noticed was my, what made me notice was my clothing fitting different. So that's kind of when I was if something would fit me and I was this is not how this fit me, then I was wait, okay, my body's changing. But physically, those are what my changes. Mentally, though, you guys, I know that did I even share how my health has been doing? But since I have made these changes, my leg pain is gone. My knee pain is gone. A lot of my back pain is gone. I'm not saying I don't have certain issues still, but for the most part, my fatigue, my exhaustion, a lot of my headaches, but a lot of those things are gone. So I feel regardless of how I look, that's what matters, is that I feel better. So yeah, I think that's the biggest difference for me. That's and when did I start seeing changes? Probably I started noticeably knowing about a month in. Like I said, I started around the end of December, and now it's March. So I would say it's been about 2.5 months. So I would say about a month in is when I started to really notice anything kind of different, because obviously this does not happen overnight. And I think that is also another unhealthy mindset that I always had, is if I wanted to, like, why, like, it should happen right away. Okay, another question that I got though is, how are you losing weight so fast? It's almost too fast. And I just want to answer this one now because I was just talking about how, I feel like this time it's not, I know that it does seem like I have drastically, so it's been 2.5 months, and okay, I'm just going to address this now. One of the most uncomfortable questions that I got is how much weight was I, how much I weigh now, and how much I lost. So those were like a bunch of different questions that I got that I am going to answer. It's something that I didn't think I would ever share, which I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing, but also I do know weight is so different on people, and people can carry weight so different, and I don't want this again to make someone feel like uncomfortable with their body size, but also I do know that this sharing weight can help a lot of people. So since that was such a frequently asked question, I am going to answer that right now because I feel like talking about this, I need to share that with you guys. So I did just weigh myself. I don't weigh myself frequently, every few weeks maybe, just because I don't even have a scale. My mom has a scale, and if I go over there sometimes, I'll weigh myself. I just don't ever want, I don't want to have a scale because I know that my past obsession, I've had a past obsession with scales, and I just want to nix that in the butt and not even have one at my house. So when I started, I know my weight when I started because I was having my frequent doctor's appointments, so I obviously had to weigh myself there. I was about 227 point something. We're just gonna say 227, almost 228. So that's how much I weighed, and actually, I was almost like that is the same weight that I was my first trimester of being pregnant, which was the last time, other than like obviously when I went for my after having a baby appointment, I hadn't weighed myself in like almost 3 years until in December. So that like I really never weighed myself. But so yeah, I remember that I was 227 my first trimester, and then I was 227 again. And I was not mad at that weight at all. Like it wasn't ever like a thing. Like that's why I never weighed myself. It wasn't a problem. But that's how I knew I didn't like initially be like, okay, I'm gonna weigh myself because like I'm starting to lose weight. Like that wasn't a thing. I just knew what I was because of the doctor. And then I just weighed myself for this video, so I'm giving you guys accurate numbers here. So I am 195 as of now. So it is about a 32-ish, give or take pound weight loss in about 2.5 months, which I'm not saying that is not a significant amount of weight at all. I'm not saying that. But that is how much I've lost. If you are curious, that is how much I weigh. I am 5'2" and 195. So I don't know if I will lose more weight. I don't know if I will be this weight. I'm so happy. I am so content. And I am feeling so good. I'm not going to stop, working out, eating healthy just because that is what is doing this for me. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. It's not about the number, but I know that is something, that, I did also take my measurements again, and I do have my previous measurements, of course, because YouTube, and so I always had my measurements. So I will also give you guys those to kind of show you the difference with measurements. So previously, I was wearing a 40 double D bra, and I cannot remember what my measurements were because for the longest time I just based it off of bra size, and I'm gonna assume I'm probably like a 38 double D bra. I don't ever wear bras. So the bust measurements, not the best, but my waist measurement, oh my gosh, my hair. So my waist measurement was, I believe, 38.5 to 39 inches in December, and I am about 32.5 now. So it's about a 6-inch, give or take, difference in my waist. And then my butt, which this is the hardest one for me. I loved my butt. I love my butt still, but I just, I was at 51 inches and I am about 46. And love your body, but like, I loved my big booty. And I still have, like, it's not like it's gone, but if it could always be 51, I wouldn't be mad about it. But yeah, I do squats. I'm trying to do squats. I'm like, I don't want it to go anywhere. But those are my current measurements. So it averages about a 12, 14 sizing for measurements like online and stuff like that. What has been the hardest challenge? So the hardest challenge for me is honestly not even like the food or the gym or anything like that. It has been the comments about my body, which I know that for a lot of people that's not going to be the hardest issue, but just because I am always putting my body out there every single day, that has been really hard. It's been really, really hard losing so many followers, which I completely understand. I never want someone to feel like they have to follow me. I'm not sure if I already talked about that or not, but yeah, that has been really, really hard for me, and it makes me really sad. And honestly, if I didn't have to change for health reasons, I wouldn't have, because I don't want this to affect my job. So that has been really hard for me. I know that that's not the hardest, for a lot of people, but that is it. Have you noticed people are kinder to you in public in a smaller body? So obviously I am still very curvy. Someone did ask me if I still consider myself plus size, and I think I would consider myself mid-size now, just because I did receive some comments saying that it's rude that I consider myself plus size, because I shouldn't be considering myself plus size if I can shop in a straight size store and get like the bigger sizes on that end. But so I would say mid-size, which it's really hard for me, because I just really, being plus size was such I'm like acting like oh my gosh. And like, obvious, like, you guys, I'm not saying 30 pounds is not a lot, but also I know that I've changed. I'm not saying I haven't. It's just like it's hard having people like, it's hard because that is something that I just resonated with so well, and it almost is like, yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling with that a little bit, to be honest, but I would probably say that I'm mid-size because I'm about a 12, 14. So yeah, and I don't know exactly what mid-size equates to, but I think that people say plus size is like a 16 and up, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, so have I noticed people being kinder? I mean, obviously when it comes to like people I know and people I haven't seen in a while, they have been very nice to me about it. Like, they have like made comments about it, but no, I haven't noticed anyone, but I also never really dealt with people being rude to me for my size. So I was very, very lucky. I haven't really dealt with that. So that's something that I don't think has really changed. Is your husband eating the same meals as you? For the most part, yes. We don't always eat meals together when he's at work, and I don't like eating late at night, which is something that I've always not liked doing. That is not like, I'm not doing that because of my journey and stuff like that. I'm doing that because I always felt like if I ate late, then I would wake up sick in the middle of the night and stuff like that. So I always like to eat kind of before 6:37 if I can. I know that that's not always possible. So on nights where he comes home later, we don't eat together, but that's kind of how it's always been. But yeah, he is the most supportive person literally on the planet. He is absolutely amazing, and he eats what I eat when we're together, and he's just great. He obviously has his little gaming snacks that he eats at night, but he's always done that. So yeah, we basically all eat the same things as a family. Mateo's the picky one. But do I drink any supplements? I was taking the Bloom Greens for a while. I honestly feel like they did absolutely nothing for me. I took them for a while and I liked them because of the taste. And then, you know, I was like, okay, this is doing the most, but then I stopped taking them and nothing changed. So I don't know, you guys, that's the tea on the bloom. But I do drink magnesium every night. I get it from Amazon. It's like $10. I put it in orange juice because it tastes bad, and I drink that every night, and I have noticed a difference with that. I love that. And sometimes I usually take a probiotic, which I've been out of, so I need to order that again. And then I drink Celsius, like one a day. I'm not sure if that's a supplement or anything, but I don't do pre-workout. No shade about that. You can totally do whatever you want. It's just, I just haven't gotten into that or anything. I'm not saying I won't, but I haven't. So yeah. What kind of meals are you eating that are quick to prepare? So I love like just quick air fryer things. So like air fryer chicken patties, air fryer, you know, sweet potato fries, freaking delicious. I just love things that I can pop in the air fryer really quick. And basically what I like, my favorite, you guys, I'm a creature of habit. Like even before this journey, if I find something I like, I will eat it religiously until I switch to something else. That's just what I do. I don't, you know, really eat a ton of different things. But for food, I love like cauliflower, like cheesy cauliflower, and I love putting like some type of meat into it with corn, and it's kind of like a makeshift KFC bowl. But instead of mac and cheese, I use like cheesy cauliflower, and I just use like an air fried chicken patty and cut it up, and then with some hot sauce, and it is so good for snacks and stuff like that. I know I talked about my desserts and how I'm switching those out, but like instead of potato chips, I'll have cauliflower chips, and those are really, really good as well. So just like quick, you know, like I love tuna. Tuna is so quick. Tuna and chickpeas. I always have lettuce cut up, washed, ready for a salad. I buy these little like pre-cooked chicken at Walmart, and it's just ready to throw on a salad and go. Anything that is quick will be what I do. And for breakfast, avocado toast, like every day. Avocado toast and eggs, so good. So yeah, that's mainly the meals. Obviously, I'm not going into a ton about food in this video because this video is so long, you guys. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so just quick things, and honestly, everything that I have been doing, it's almost like I am just taking food that I love and swapping it out. Like, I never knew sweet potato fries are freaking tasty as heck. I didn't know that. And now I'm like, I swap those out, and I don't really eat, you know, a ton of normal fries because I eat the sweet potato fries, and they taste freaking so good. Like, there's just so many things that I never realized they had alternatives that are so delicious. I don't feel like I am like skimping out on things. I feel like I still get to enjoy all of the things that I love to enjoy. I just, you know, swap them out. And we grocery shop at Aldi, which is sometimes I have to get things at other stores, but for the most part, Aldi, and they have a lot of great alternatives. They have a lot of healthy things there that's really, really affordable. I know that a lot of people say eating healthy is very expensive, and it totally can be, but not at Aldi. I feel like Aldi sponsor me. Okay, a lot of these questions are about working out. I cannot remember if I addressed this, so I'm gonna address this now. I am going to film an entire workout video at the gym. I was gonna do it today, but my sister can't come to film me, so I'm not gonna talk a ton about what I actually do at the gym and working out, but I will have that video coming very soon. I'm hoping this week or next weekend she can come and film me and I can do a full gym video so you guys know what I'm doing. I feel like it's easier to see it than explain it, but a lot of you guys have questions about the gym and stuff like that. So yeah, that video will be coming. Okay, you guys, I feel like editing this is going to not be very fun. I have no idea what I talked about. I have no idea. Yeah, I was just rambling, and I'm going to end this here. I hope that I answered a lot of your questions. A lot of them were very similar, so I hope that I got a lot of those. But if I did miss your question and you really want to know, ask it down below. I really hope that I answered everything. And again, a gym video will be coming. If you guys have answer or questions about food or diet or anything like in specific, let me know. If you guys want to see like a grocery haul, especially from Aldi, let me know if you want that, because I'll do that as well. I feel like I do want to keep a lot of the stuff over on YouTube so that people are not forced to watch it unless they want to click on the video, because I know Instagram and TikTok, it's going to show up kind of regardless if you follow me. So yeah, let me know. I hope that I answered some questions. I'm actually going to edit this right now and hopefully get it up tonight. Like I said earlier, we are going to see how long this takes to edit and stuff like that. But I hope that I answered you guys' questions. Thanks for hanging out. And I feel like I got so much more comfortable throughout this video. I feel like I was so anxious at the beginning. But I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.